So recently, Adobe updated their terms of service, and as a result, the internet blew up with what seemed like lots of unhappy people. Now, I didn't have this happen that I can remember, but some people reported that when they opened, say, Photoshop, they were met with an agreement that if they didn't sign, would mean they would be unable to use Adobe apps and services, so ultimately locking them out. Having this happen clearly would have been a shock and really annoying, and equally so, the whole new terms of service release could have maybe been handled and communicated differently. However, such is the way of the internet that certain people took to creating a video and posting it on YouTube along with a clickbait title designed to cause maximum impact and worry across the creative community. And let's be honest here, purely done with the sole intention of gaining views and a bigger monthly payment from YouTube. One such video I received quite a few messages about from people asking me if I'd seen it and was aware of the new terms of service was one by some guy called Tony Northrup. The title of his video was "Adobe looks at your private pics, seriously," and was 9 minutes and 36 seconds in length, which fortunately for him meant it was over the optimum minimum length of 8 minutes for monetizing videos on YouTube, so he would make more money from it. Now, if you want to watch the video, then go for it, but the reason I mention this one in particular is because despite Tony Northrup saying over and over again how angry and outraged he was about this apparent invasion of privacy and what he saw as an outrageous act by Adobe, within 3 minutes he then goes on to mention his latest instructional book that he's writing right now on Lightroom Classic 2024. Made by Adobe. Weird. Now, I did see some other videos from people that were clearly not happy with what they thought the new terms of service meant, but who weren't using it to mention a product. So that's fair enough. Everyone is entitled to voice their opinion. However, unfortunately, rather than try to get to the facts and to fully understand the new terms of service, some people with large subscriber lists have clearly just used this as a way of gaining views rather than doing a bit of legwork, finding out what's really going on, and ultimately keeping their followers well informed. Anyway, because I've been contacted by quite a few concerned people, I did reach out to Adobe, but as it happens, literally at the moment I did, Adobe sent me a link to the second follow-up response they'd just published. I've added a link to this in the description part of this video, and you'll also find it here on my website. In it, Adobe clarified the main points that received the most vocal response, confirming that we own our content, what we create using their apps, which are licensed to us to use. Adobe don't use our content to train any generative AI tool. We do have a choice to not participate in their product improvement program, and Adobe does not scan content on our computers. Anyway, I should think after all of this that Adobe realized how the new terms of service were communicated could have been handled better. But hey, let's take a deep breath, and I'll leave you to take a read of this new response and some other links that I've included that will keep you well informed.